जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी
यमुना तीरावनचारी
यमुना तीरावनचारी
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतस्ती श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरांग की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। So I will share the screen and oh. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरये।
ततो जयमुदीरये।
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके
भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकीनन्दनाय च
देवकीनन्दनाय च
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः.
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः.
So today we'll discuss from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, text number 22. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
Today what is can recite?
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव
दुःखयोनय एव
ते
ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
तेषु रमते बुधः.
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव
दुःखयोनय एव
ते
ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
न तेषु रमते बुधः. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. Purport: material sense pleasures are due to the contact of the material senses, which are all temporary because the body itself is temporary. A liberated soul is not interested in anything which is temporary. Knowing well the joys of transcendental pleasures, how can a liberated soul agree to enjoy false pleasure? In the Padma Puran, it is said, Ramante yogino nante satyananda chidatmani iti rama pade naso param brahma vidhiyate. The mystics derive unlimited transcendental pleasures from the absolute truth, and therefore the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, is also known as Rama. In the Srimad Bhagavatam also, it is said, Nayam deho deha bhajam loke kashtan kaman arhate vid bhujam ye तपो दिव्यम पुत्र का येन सत्वम शुद्धेद यस्माद् ब्रह्म सौख्यम त्वनंतम. My dear sons, there is no reason to labor very hard for sense pleasure while in this human form of life. Such pleasures are available to the stool eaters, hogs. Rather, you should undergo penances in this life by which your existence will be purified and as a result, you will be able to enjoy unlimited transcendental bliss. Therefore, those who are true yogis or learned transcendentalists are not attracted by sense pleasures, which are the causes of continuous material existence. The more one is addicted to material pleasures, the more he is entrapped by material miseries. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्य
स्थापितं येन भूतले
स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, Lord Krishna tells how soul becomes entrapped in this body. So 13 point, I think 23 or something. Purusha prakritisthohi bhungte prakriti chan gunan karanam guna sangosya sad asad yoni janmasu. The living entity is also called as Purusha. So should I take that sloka? So the living entity is also addressed as Purusha. Now, Lord is addressed as Purushottam, and living entity is addressed as Purusha. So this Purusha is Prakritistha. He is situated in this material atmosphere. So therefore the word Prakritistha, one who is in this Prakriti. And he is enjoying Bhunte Prakriti Jan Gunan. So he is enjoying here. Mm, mm. Purusha prakritistho hi bhungte prakriti jan gunan karanam guna sangosya sad asad yoni janmasu. So here this adjective for Purusha is the one who is situated in Prakriti. It's like Vanaprastha, Grahastha. That is Prakritistha. Illuminating is situated in Prakriti and he is enjoying bhungte gunan. So he is enjoying the three modes. So what is their adjective? Prakriti Jan Guna. They are also born from Prakriti. And association with these gunas. So Asya Gunasangha. So he is Purushasya Gunasangha Sat Asat Yoni Janmasu Karana. So that is the cause of he getting good and bad janmas. So somehow we are in this material body. So how to control the senses? So regarding that, just now we get this sloka. So here, Lord is telling that ye, ye means jo, bhoga, ye bhoga, and how are those adjectives for bhoga? Some sparshaja, sparsha means touch, some sparsha, ekdam अच्छा स्पर्श, and ja means it takes birth. It's like Pankaja, ya Andaja, Jarayu, Shri, the negatives take birth in four ways. There also the word Ja is common. So here some sparshaja. So there is not only one birth, there are many births. Bhogas are many, therefore Bhuvachan. Some sparshajaha. So ye samsparshajaha bhogaha te dukkha yonaya eva. So those bhogas ultimately become cause for misery only. In this world, we don't have any experience that person is getting only pleasure. he has to work more and then experience pleasure for short time. Even for eating, we prepare feast. How much time it takes? 5 6 hours, right from purchasing vegetables, cleaning, cutting, cooking, and eating pleasure is 20 minutes, 30 to 30 minutes, 5 hours, 60 into 5, 300 minutes of labor and 20 minutes of pleasure. And if we take more than what is our hunger, then again it is misery. So it is exactly like a sandwich, a thick layer of bread up, thick layer of bread down, and in between there is some butter or little. So the butter word is like this. So Lord is telling Dukkha Yone, they are the cause. These Parshas are the cause of misery. They are the Yonika, Yonaya. They are the, it gives birth to varieties of miseries. So Teshu means Bhogeshu, Buddhava na Ramati. The intelligent person does not derive pleasure in those or some Parshas because he knows that they have a beginning and they have an end. Adi Antavanta. So imagine a person who is very hungry, his favorite sweet gulab jamun is there, and he is ready to take now. So the pleasure he derives by eating first gulab jamun. That is quality of that pleasure, and the pleasure he will derive in the 10th gulab jamun. It will not be same. As the time progresses, his pleasure also will go down. First gulab jamun, highest pleasure. It is not a graph intensity of pleasure versus time and gulab jamun second. Then it will come down only. So in the purport also Prabhupada has quoted two slokas. The transcendentalist also tries for happiness, but he tries happiness in the supreme or Satyananda Chidatmani Anant में या सच्चित आनंद में योगिनः रमन्ति. The transcendentalists, they always find pleasure. The word has come in the sloka ramati. Prabhupada has taken only that word and make it very plural, ramanti. The yogis also ramaman ho jate, but ananta mein. And that ananta is addressed by the name Ram. Ram iti padena asau ब्रह्म अभिधीयते. राम एक पद से ही वो पर ब्रह्म it is indicated. Abhidhiyate. And another sloka, instruction of Rishabdev to his 100 sons. Ayam Deha. So Ayam Deha na arhate. The word Kriyapad is here. This body is not fit for kashtan kaman bhogan arhate. Because such pleasures are available even to the animals. Vid bhujam. Vid means tool, and vid bhujam actually should be BHU. The animals are enjoying such pleasures in far greater quantity than human beings. The pigs can enjoy such pleasure repeatedly. Sorry, pigeons, not pigeons. And pigs can enjoy by eating. Continuously they can eat without any digestion, indigestion. If we overeat, immediately there will be indigestion. So the real purpose for which this body is made is tapo divyam. So the divya tapasya. So he is addressing all his sons. Putraka yena sattvam shuddhi. Sattvam is existence. By that tapasya our existence will get purified, and by that purification of our existence we will experience ब्रह्म सौख्य. सुख से ही बना हुआ ये शब्द है सौख्य. जैसे ईश्वर से ऐश्वर्य है या कुंती से कौंतेय, वैसे सुख से सौख्यम. The true satisfaction will come by that only. So coming back to our shloka, this sense pleasure is will not give true satisfaction. So exactly it is like as I told, it is misery, pleasure and misery sandwich. And it is explicitly mentioned also in all the objects people enjoy. But still they are in there are two words, intellect and intelligence. They may be intellect materially, but spiritually they are not intelligent. So this realization was shared by King Bhartu. You must have heard the story. How many of you have heard it? One, two, three, others? Okay, now they are saying I will repeat. So this King Bhartu was brother of King Vikramaditya. So he was very Vikramaditya became later actually, but previously his elder brother was the king. So he was very learned, knew Sanskrit and administration right from the childhood. He got the training. But unfortunately, he got attracted or attached to a particular queen. And in that attachment, it is like Bahira was attached to Mastani. And later on, actually, he died also early and he neglected his administrative duties. He started coming late to the assembly and attendance in the ministers' meeting. Gradually, such symptoms started happening, and then he died at the age of 40. In those days, it was very uncommon. He was Peshwa from Brahman family. For Brahman family man to marry a Leksha woman was not allowed actually. But he was a famous warrior, therefore nobody objected. The moment the marriage happened, and said movies speak wrong things only, and they highlight in the society. His love story is very great. But it is actually afterwards, when they got married, they understand that how he was treated. And even that married, newly married, that Mastani was also not properly treated by the other women in the Peshwa family. That part they don't highlight. They highlight only what they want, wrong things they want to propagate in the society. So this Bhartrhari was very much attracted to one queen, and in that attachment he wrote Shungar Shatak, 100 slokas glorifying the beauty of woman. And after some time, in his court, one lady came with a special money in her hand and told the king that I was told by the person who gave this money that I should give it to that person whom I love the most and whom I wish that that person should live long, healthy, without any problem. So I thought that you are that person for in my life because of your administration, because of your you being the king. Another lady comes with the same money and she wanted to give that money to king. So king got surprised. He just visualized everything. What must have happened? I gave this money to my queen, but she attached to some another man, and that man is attached to some other woman. Like that, this change happened, and then he finally money given to me. It was like a prema bhang, the broken love. In modern times, something like this happens, breakup happens. What people do, they kill themselves And in some cases they kill the girl also. There are two examples some years back, 2006 or 7, Ferguson College, that birth code happened, and that boy, he shot himself on the girl and then he shot himself also. Change करना है. Another story happened in Hyderabad. So they were boy and girl. They were studying in the same class. They used to go for Saturday, Sunday, घूमने के लिए on the bike. And it happened 1 or 2 years. And unfortunately, this boy couldn't clear some subjects and backlog हो गया उसका. Girl passed. And girl passed, and then she also got job in Mumbai. And she developed some relationship with the boss and decided to marry the boss. And that news came to that boy who was still in the college. He was not passed out. So what he must have done, you can imagine. He took out petrol from the same bike on which they used to ride and move in the city, put it on his body, and in front of the same college gate, he burnt his body. So such are the reactions of broken love in present times. But in this, King Bhartrihari must have lived 2500 years before, approximately. So when he received that money, he did not think of killing that queen or killing any other person or killing himself, but he right on the spot he composed a sloka. You can repeat after me. Here या चाहिए वो तो याम हो गया उधर. या चिंतयामि सततं मयि सा विरक्ता
या चिन्तयामि सततं मयि सा विरक्ता
साप्यन्यमिच्छति जनं स जनोऽन्यसक्तः
सापन्यमिच्छति जनं स जनोऽन्यसक्तः
अस्मत्कृते च परिशुष्यति काचिदन्या
अस्मत्कृते च परिशुष्यति चातिजन्या
धिक्तां च तं च मदनं च इमां च मां च.
दिक्तां च तं च वदनं च इमां च मां च.
सो जिसका मैं चिंतन कर रहा था, अहम चिंतयामि, जैसे अहम पश्यामि वैसे अहम चिंतयामि, वो भी सततम. Always I was thinking of that queen, but she was virakta from me. I was very attached, but she was as a one-sided love. So sa virakta. And sa api anyam ichhati. That queen is also desiring. Love is broken, we will not commit suicide. The suicide thing now, the rate is increasing in the recent times. 100 years before, 200 years. So how much was the rate? But now it is increasing. And further, some points. Some people think that Krishna consciousness should be taken the whole age. Doesn't go. Only my board now. No, 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 that also I can. So people just give excuse and don't practice spiritual life even in old age. So this flower, offering fresh flower to the Lord or the person to whom we love. Similarly, we use the time in which we can do something nice. So in spite of such warnings on the cigarette packet, capital warning or smoking kills, एकदम बड़े quantity में लिखा रहता है. But still people smoke on the tobacco packet. Front portion is just advertisement and by the big star. But back side there is a picture. What will happen if you continue to eat this गुटखा एकदम clear सा क्या क्या होगा the fact. But still people don't stop. They take गुटखा. So somehow if we refrain from this, then what will happen? That is told in the next sloka, 5.23. We discuss 5.22. 5.23. Krishna says, शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम्
शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम्
प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगम् स युक्तः स सुखी नरः. तो यह जो व्यक्ति इह एव while living in this world सोढुं शक्नोति is able to tolerate. सोढुं means is able to tolerate शक्नोति. So till what point of time? शरीर विमोक्षणात् प्राक् is before giving up this body, before one dies, it is able to tolerate for vegam, काम क्रोध उद्भवम वेगम. यह शरीर विभूषणात् प्राक् सोढुं शक्नोति. So Vega in the drug inspection first sloka is the way related to Vega is the current, like the river current also is called as Vegas. So the Vegas which have arise or they are present because of Kama and Krodha. Kama, Krodha, Udbhavam. So their existence has come because of Kama and Krodha. So anyone who is able to tolerate these Vegas before leaving this body, so Saha Yukta, he can remain connected to me. This word Yukta has come in many places, more than 45 places. Nityayukto upasate, ananya hantayanto mam, nirjana upasate, tesham nityayuktanam yogakshino mahanam. Or even 6.7 Yuktahara which is sarvas. So their Yukta regulated, or Yukta means also if we eat prasadam, then automatically our diet also becomes regular. If we eat eatables which are related to the Lord, connected to the Lord, Saha Yuktaha, Saha Naraha Sukhi, so he will become happy person in his life. So material civilization giving different advertisements and inviting him, come on, enjoy, just do it. In the teacher you must start saying tick mark and bottom, just do it. Don't think. If you feel some object is enjoyable, just enjoy it. What result will happen, you don't think about it. Right now it is giving good pleasure to you. But your Lord is telling exactly opposite. You don't enjoy it. So the choice is with us, whether to follow the Lord or whether to follow this material advertisement. So Saha Naraha Sukhi means before giving up this present body. So Sharira Vimokshana Prak. If one is able to tolerate, so Yaha Sodhum Shaknoti, the urges of the material senses and check the force of desire and anger. Kam krodho bhavam vekam iha toru shaknoti. He is a yogi, saha yukta, and is happy in this world. Iha eva saha nara sukhi. So the formula is, or guidance is given by our Supreme Father, but many people they don't study Supreme Father's words very scrutinizingly, very carefully. They take all other words very seriously, but don't study our Supreme Father's words very seriously. And all kinds of problems arise only because of this one. If we nicely hear our Father's instructions and contemplate and then live, then there will be less problems in this. The neglect to the words spoken by Lord, that is the problem. So about this material pleasure, Lord has also spoken in 18th chapter, 37th sloka. How there is three types of happiness in this world. Happiness in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So while talking about happiness in the mode of goodness, he mentioned that yattad agre vishamiva parinami amrutopamam. Yattad agre vishamiva parinami amrutopamam. Tat sukham satvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. So agre yattad wo jo agre vishamiva, in the beginning it is exactly like poison. Staying in common hall, taking bath in the common touch room. So materially speaking, people construct very big houses, one bedroom for one person, and with toilet bathroom only he uses it. Material facility is very luxurious, but if we observe their life, they are just somehow living. कुछ समय ये काल कट रहा है, years are passing, but they don't have any substantial purpose to live. They don't have any satisfaction, no contribution to the society. Whatever money he has earned by his destiny, he just using that money for material comforts, but internally they don't have any challenge. So here Vishamiva, Yattutagare Vishamiva, Parinami Amruto Homo. In the end, Parinam, it is like Amrit. Tat Sukham, that type of happiness is Satvikam Proktam, is said to be happiness in the mode of Sattva, and it also gives birth to Atma Buddhi Prasadajam. So that type of happiness also gives rise to the Buddhi, by which one starts understanding the principle of Atma. Otherwise, we don't think too much about our body, we think too much about our surroundings, how this body is functioning. The length of our alimentary canal. The food passes through this throat and then this alimentary canal, stomach, large intestine, small intestine. How much is the total length? How much?
2.5 something.
2.5
5
unit
meter.
is 7 to 8 meters. So if we convert it in feet, then it is 28 to 30 feet. So the food we eat goes through this 28 feet pipe, and that pipe is not straight. Sometimes it is very small diameter, then stomach makes them bada diameter, large intestine will bada all come, small intestine may all come diameter. And there are turns and twists. So that the food should go. It should get digested also, and it should be converted into blood, and then after 4 or 5 hours again the bowel movement, bowel becomes clean. So who is pushing this food through this 28 feet length pipe, which is not straight, we are not applying any pressure, neither any other person. So some very divine arrangement is there. How that contraction happens and then the food is pushed forward. So we don't think too much about our digestion, but Lord has made this arrangement that the food is getting digested. In 15th chapter, Lord says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Pranam Dhamashita Pranapana Samayutta Pachami Annam Tatubhinam. So I become the Vaishwanara Agni and Pranapana Samahita. The inhaling and exhaling speed is matched or balanced by the Lord. Per minute we take inhaling 12 to 15 times. And in the night we are not aware of this body functioning. So prana, pana, samayutta, pachami and antatasam. 4 types of food I digest. The Lord is doing so much for us, but how much we are doing for the Lord? That is the question to be asked. So coming back to this sloka, happiness in the mode of goodness, happiness in the mode of passion, विषयेन्द्रिय संयोगात् यत्तद् अग्रे मृदोपमम् परिणामे विषमिव तत्सुखम राजसं विषय इंद्रियों के संयोग से संस्पर्श जो पहला था 5.22 से विषय इंद्रिय संयोगात् यत्तद् अग्रे मृदोपमम्. Since that gratification is the initial stages, it is like nectar. People are mad for getting that small nectar for the last for the short time, as I give example of eating and even other sensual pleasure. It lasts for few minutes, but he has to suffer for few years. So very gross example. चाइल्ड बर्थ होने के बाद आगे 25 साल तक उनको इनकम रेस करने के लिए he has to earn money, pay 50,000 to 6 lakh rupees per year fee. अभी नर्सरी का भी ईयरली भी 50,000 है अच्छे स्कूल में. आईबी स्कूल पे जो भी काम करते हैं उनको पूछा कि ईयरली फी क्या है स्टूडेंट का. 9 लाख रुपीज पर 9th या 10th क्लास में पढ़ने वाला स्टूडेंट. 5th और 6th का तो उसको 5-6 लाख है. तो हमारा पूरा एजुकेशन समाज में एक साल में अभी young couple, तो they have one daughter and उनके भाई को भी एक बेटा एक बेटी. तो घर में केवल एक ही बेटा है. छोटी बोन और सेकंड और थर्ड. तो सेकंड जा सकते हैं तो मुस्लिम लोग इतना खर्चा करो 3 तो करो देने से भारत के एजुकेशन का खर्चा इतना है तो बियर नहीं होगा. So the point is, to raising a child is not a very easy task. Previously, grandfather, grandmother, uncle, auntie, everyone used to share the responsibility of raising a child. But now, husband and wife, they only have to do everything. So in another sense, we should think, no one here is born in the royal family. हमारा वोट डालके नहीं चला तो भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. जो राजवंश के लोग हैं उनका वोट चलना चाहिए है. But we are hybrid products. Every one of us is a hybrid product. We are एकदम अनुलोम या अनुलोम marriage हुआ है. Nowadays, love marriage and other things are called in Varta Sankar. And our nation's population is also increasing. Why to add some more? Less population in the country. From different angles that we see, no any disrespect, but this is just a fact. So from various angles, if we live alone, then it lives like anything. If we are staying in family, then for instance, nowadays marriage bureau में मेरे यूथ कॉन्टैक्ट का बायोडाटा देते तो इसमें बायो सब जानते हैं लेकिन उनका सैलरी कितना है लिखा नहीं है आपने या उनके घर में प्रॉपर्टी कितना है वो लिखा है नहीं हमारे मैरिज ब्यूरो में मिनिमम 40-50 thousand कमाने वाले का ही बायोडाटा को दौरान प्रोसेस होता है बाकी बैंक so just to make you aware you cannot be handling this but it will stop here it's same thing and I will comment or correction to take removals. Yes.
Many times this thing is condemned that we have many stories like Vedas and another Muni was there, he was saying that because I am Vidwan, I can control the stories there. But there's a pastime from that he goes in the night as a woman in the hut and then that all happens. So when does it is said that even the knowledge cannot make us control the justice there. But in our practices, if we see, a lot of emphasis is given on reading and understanding the subject matter. So is it that the only theoretical knowledge content or which what's it?
Actually, we should try our best to equip ourselves with knowledge, and still we should not have too much pride that by my austerity or by my knowledge of the scriptures I can control. So every day we should pray to Lord Narasimha that may He kills this tendency to enjoy things that we get. That attraction towards physical form, make that attraction be killed by Lord Narasimha. If we daily pray like this, then it is possible. Otherwise, as it said in that story of Yadvaya, that intellectual Shastric knowledge also will not help. But there are successful examples also. Many people they take only negative examples in the society, especially from in their career. Anyone who wants to start a business always look for a successful businessman. Many people try to set up a business and they fail. They don't quote any examples from that. They quote example of Ratan, Tata, and Birla. Those who became successful, they quote that example. Then why not apply same thing in our physical life? We should look toward the positive examples who are in the past they successfully practiced this Vairagya and they genuinely, truly developed attachment to the lotus of the Lord. One last sloka, it's sort of showing you. In this world, there is fear for everyone. This is the sloka uttered by King Bhakti. Repeat after me. Bhoge rog bhayam kule chuti bhayam.
Bhoge roga vayam mule chuti vayam
Vitti nupalat bhayam.
vitte nupala vayam
Mane dainya bhayam bale bhayam.
mane dainya vayam vare vayam
Rupi jaraya bhayam.
rupe jaraya vayam
Shastri vadi bhayam gune khala bhayam.
shastri vadi vayam gune kalayam
Kaye krutanta bhayam.
kali kritantat vayam
Sarvam vastu bhayarvitam govinda.
sarvam vastu vayam purina
Vairagyameva bhayam.
vairagyameva vayam.
So जो ज्यादा भोग करता है उसको भय रहता है कि मुझे कुछ रोग ना हो जाए अब भोग के रोग भयम कुले च्युति भय अच्छे कुल में किसका जन्म हुआ है हमारे कुल की कई व्यक्ति ने ऐसा कुछ कार्य नहीं करना चाहिए कुल की शान ही चली जाए कुले च्युति भयम वित्तीय वाला भयम एक पर्सन है with the money, then king or king's ministers in the form of taxes, they will take that money Mane Daine Bhumika, one who has got respect in the society, is always fearful that some insult, humiliation will come in my life. Bale Ripu Bhayam, powerful person always under fear that some equally powerful person should not come in this village or this town. Rupe Jarayana Bhayam, one who is very handsome or beautiful. He or she has a fear of Jara, old age. One who is very learned in the scriptures has a fear of another debater, Vani Bhuma. One who is very virtuous has a fear of vices, Khalak. His influence or his association may spoil my life. Kaye, body also has a fear of Kal, Vedanta. So all the vastus of this world, सर्वम वस्तु भयान्वितम, भय से युक्त ही है सभी वस्तु में। केवल एक चीज भय से मुक्त क्या है? वैराग्यम एवं अभयम। जेन्युइन वैराग्य इसको लेते हैं, it is fearless. So your question is after that, our dependency on the Lord is the primary thing. Our in our sadhana and study also should be intense. But that is not so only factor which will give us sense control. So from our side, we should intensify the divyam or tivrata should be there from our side. But final help which is not Lord's side. So some learn by going to that phase of trying, then failing, and then taking another path, and through that they become humble. That is also success. Initially, it may not have been success, but that is also success. It has taken a longer time, but still, he is successful. Okay.
Regarding this targeting, so I was reading that Pandava section, so but Duryodhana did so much wrong to them. So by looking at your strict nature, he was able to easily forgive, he was able to let that go. Then see other Pandavas like the mind of was difficult to forgive. Once he has done so much bad, it was his kids to them. It becomes difficult to forgive. So even I had the same question, it becomes difficult to forgive sometimes. Even if you try to forcefully forgive, so internal is not happening. Like you can't do it. So what to do?
So actually, we can think that such kind of things he has behaved with me, because in the past I also behaved in similar way with others, and that reaction is coming to this person now. So even if I don't forgive, it will remain in my mind and consume my lot of energy. And the time for which we think about that is actually waste of time. It is not going to give any fruitful result. So just think in this way, that in the past I also behaved in a similar way with some other devotee or another person. And the reaction is coming to me. It is for my purification. Lord made me go through it to learn some lessons. And let me not think too much about not forgiving him, hurting him, or making some plan to put obstacle in his life. It will spoil our peace of mind and consciousness will be degraded. Better to think in this way. I just finished off that COVID reaction now. I don't want to create any new reaction for new karma. But your previous karmas is getting now nullified. Okay. Personal matters.
पर्सनली
Okay. Go. आपका personal
I just want to ask Maharaj Bhartwari ji, like when he was showing Vairagya, So after that, Vairagya, that was he developed that devotion also.
These details are not mentioned actually so much in the Bible, but from this shloka it appears he was Shiva Bhakta, who Jain is that.
Oh.
So really developed devotion to Lord Shiva. Yes. Okay. Gandharashram Upanishad.
Sure.
Still there is a